Can you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
May I please record your honor? Before is Mr. Jesse Kennedy. He is here on warrant numbers 2025A45, 101, 00069, 074, 083, and 084. Your Honor, Mr. Kennedy also came to initial appearance. He indicated that he did not have the fees in order to apply for a public defender, but he does want to have representation. So he is here this morning to petition the court to ask for the fee to be waived.
Okay. Is that right?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. I'll waive the fees and they'll get it on the tail end. You understand that?
Yes,
They'll get $40 whenever your case is closed. So I'll get them the representation. You guys stay up with them, give them current phone numbers and addresses where they can find them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's he charged with?
Point of presenting a firearm, attempted murder, possession of a stolen vehicle, or discharging a firearm to a vehicle.
Okay. You need a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One of them at the table will represent you. So that's to have a conflict. Okay, thank you.
So what it is, I'm gonna get a lawyer, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get one of the two guys sitting like that. You need to go fill out the paperwork.
Swear the testimony you give this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to help you God.
May it please court?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Kelly Jackson. I'm a member of the Sumter County Bar.
Yes, sir. Good to
I
see
come
you, Mr.
over
Jackson.
here and work for Solicitor Burke part-time.
Yes, sir.
Before you is Thomas Rogers. He's indicted for possession of a weapon by person convicted of a felon. The indictment is 2025 GS 1600620. He wants to enter a plea under offered, and there's a negotiated sentence of time served.
All right, what's the reason for pleading under offer? Typically, I like to know in advance what, if there's an offer plea. I know some judges just simply won't do it. I don't have a problem doing them if there's a reason why. But if the reason is I just don't want to say I did it, I typically have a problem with that.
Your Honor, I'm Matt Rivers with the Public Defender's Office.
Yes, sir.
In general, Judge, it's a vehicle stop where there's two people in the vehicle, one of which is my client, the other is a spouse. Gun in the vehicle, it's a question about who has what, etc. My client was originally charged, and it was a resolution where we could come to a resolution with the state.
All right.
The state did not want to dismiss. We did not have another resolution based on my client's prior criminal history, and so that seemed to be where we could go. Otherwise, we'd have to litigate who had the gun, where, what, how, and based on the recommendation or the negotiation of the time served, it seemed this would be a meeting that we could both agree with, both parties could agree.
All right. Well, I'll do it this time, but from now on, if there's going to be an offer plea, I'd like to know about it beforehand so we can chat.
Yes, sir.
About the reason. Typically, if a victim has, if there's a child victim or, a victim of a violent crime that, doesn't want to go through a trial or something like that,
Yes,
is
sir.
okay with it, I usually don't have a problem. But what I've run into is if I start taking one or two offered pleas because somebody just doesn't want to say I did it, then for the rest of the day, all I'm doing is taking offer pleas because nobody wants to say I did it.
Yes.
And I don't think that's what offer is for. But I'll take it in this instance, but I'll need some advance notice next time about it. The state, I understand, doesn't have any objections.
That's correct, Your Honor. And there is no victim in this particular case.
Yes, sir, and that's one of the reasons I don't have as much heartburn about it here.
Yes, sir.
All right. And how many days has the defendant been?
1 day, Your Honor.
All right. And has this been true, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Mr. Rogers, do you want to give up your right to a trial by jury, your right to call and confront witnesses, your right to assert defenses, and your right to remain silent and plead guilty here today? And your, plead pursuant to North Carolina versus Alford today?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you acknowledge that with the evidence that the state has, that if they presented that evidence to a jury, that the jury would most likely find you guilty? All right. And Mr. River, do you agree with your client's decision to plead pursuant to offer today?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jackson, can you give me the facts, please?
Thank you, Honor. It happened on February the 18th of 2025 in Hartsville here in Darlington County. An officer with the Hartsville Police Department noticed the vehicle that the defendant was driving. He violated several traffic laws. The officer pulled him over and got his identification. He identified himself properly. He was driving under suspension. There was no insurance on the car. They asked about illegal items in the car and were told that there was a pistol in the glove box. And they retrieved that pistol. He has several convictions on his prior record that would disqualify him from having a firearm.
All right, what type of convictions are we talking about that would disqualify him from that?
Grand larceny, another grand larceny,
Criminal conspiracy.
burglary, another grand larceny, criminal conspiracy, another grand larceny, that should satisfy the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Rogers, you heard the facts that the solicitor just gave me. You substantially agree with those facts and still want to plead pursuant to offer? Yes. All right, I'll accept your plea. Do you understand you have 10 days from today's date to appeal your plea and my sentence, but it must be in writing? All right. Yes, sir.
May it please the court.
Yes, sir.
We have nothing further to add from the defense, excepting that we would like there's a $40 fee for the public defender system. We're kind of doing it backwards in this matter. We were actually brought to this case by the prosecution this morning, so we would like to give my client some time in order to pay that $40 fee.
All right. How long is he?
2 weeks, I think.
You sure that's fine? Because it's easier to give more time than it is to
We'll
go
do
back.
1 month, Judge.
All right, let's do 30 days
Understood.
just to make sure. It's kind of a pain if you miss that deadline and need to get more. I'll be here the rest of the month. So you'll have 30 days. I'll put that on the Senate sheet. Is there anything, Mr. Rogers, that you want to say? All right, you understand now, as a convicted felon, you cannot be around. You can't be in a car with somebody that's got a gun, even if it's somebody else's. You can't own or possess or be anywhere near a firearm or ammunition. You understand that? I mean, that's a serious, you can face up to 5 years in jail for that. All right? I mean, and the next judge, after seeing that you had this one, is going to send you up to Columbia, I can guarantee it. All right? Stay away from the guns and ammo. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since Mr. Rogers to 1 day time served, and he'll have 30 days in which to pay the public defender's fee.
Thank you.
Thank you all.